News Now, a child shot on Mother's Day for the second year in a row. Police investigating how the boy accidentally turned the gun on himself. Plus, fighting for funding.
They just offer so much support, and it's not fair.
The rally happening in D.C. this morning to support child care providers. Warm weather returns to the DMV, but when you can expect the rain to move back into our region. The primary for Maryland's tight Senate race just a day away. Which candidate is pulling ahead as voters prepare for the polls? And tick season is here. How you can prevent the bloodsuckers from ruining your summer plans.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Wow, look at this. This is apparently the Washington Monument at 7 o'clock this morning. Jackie said it's a little bit foggy outside of our studio. It's even more foggy right here, but the temperatures are going to be in the 70s, so it's going to be a nice day overall once this fog burns off.
Oh yeah, exactly. I mean, that fog will lift out too, which is good.
Yeah, that is good. Well, good morning. I'm Tanaya Wright. Thanks for starting your day with us at 7 o'clock on a Monday.
Yeah, good morning to you. I'm Corey James. Shanika will have more in your commute in just a moment. Jackie, starting us off with the forecast.
Yeah, and I'm sure that fog will be impacting that commute too, as that fog continues to loom or at least lift into other parts of the area than what it was before. So we're seeing some visibility issues for parts of the area, although DC not registering that reduced visibility. It is right around the area. So I'm assuming within the next 30 minutes, I will see that number get lower and lower as that fog is lifting in. Now about 7 miles in Frederick, Martinsburg, as well as Cumberland. Just make sure that you are taking a bit slower as you're heading out this morning because of that fog. Temperatures a little bit cooler back out towards our west, low to mid 40s, but we're lower 50s in DC, into those mid to upper 50s in Annapolis and Lexington Park. High pressure, that'll be with us for the day today, not so much tomorrow. That high pressure providing us with those mainly clear, beautiful sun-filled skies later on today. We'll see those highs into the upper 70s to near 80. I'll have more details coming up. Shanika, how are those roadways looking, although fog?
Yeah, visibility very low right now. We're going to start on the Capitol Beltway, the inner and outer loop. As you can see, or from what you can see, just slow moving traffic here, but you can't see anything beyond a certain point there past 650 New Hampshire Avenue. So yeah, the outer loop, you will see some heavy delays, and that's just the norm that you're dealing with on a daily. For the rest of your commute, though, you're not seeing any major crashes. So that is a good thing in the district. DC 295 and the Southeast Southwest Freeway, that looks good.
Thank you, Shanika. DC police investigating after they say a 12-year-old accidentally shot himself on Mother's Day.
Officers are now trying to figure out how the child got a hold of the gun. DC News Now's Liberty Zabala is live this morning with the latest.
Good morning, Corey and Tanaya. Well, this is now the second Mother's Day in a row involving a child in a shooting. MPD behind me here is investigating, and this all happened just around the corner from last year's shooting. Metropolitan Police say the young boy accidentally fired the gun and injured himself. The shooting happened in the 3600 block of J Street on Sunday afternoon. Crews rushed the boy to the hospital. He was conscious and breathing with non-life-threatening injuries. Now the big question remains about how the boy got the gun and whether any of his family members will face any charges. This shooting comes a year after another child, 10-year-old Ariana Davis, was struck by gunfire last Mother's Day. Bullets struck her when she was riding in her family's car through Hayes Street, just 1 block over from where the boys' shooting happened. Both shootings in the Mayfair neighborhood on days that were supposed to be times for celebration. And sadly, the Northeast DC neighborhood community has been marked with violence just a couple blocks north on J Street. In February, police also found the bodies of 3 shooting victims, and they're still searching for the suspects in that shooting. For now, live here in Northeast DC, Liberty Zabala, DC News Now.
Liberty, thank you. Police are looking for a man responsible for shooting and killing a man at the MGM Resort and Casino in Oxon Hill, Maryland.
Police say this happened in the parking garage on Saturday morning. Now, they say the man died at the scene. Investigators believe the shooting started from an argument. Many neighbors say they're shocked about the shooting.
It's pretty sad, It's shocking. I don't see stuff like this all the time, so it's not just another day for me, but it is a little bit more shocking than anything else.
If you have any information about the shooting, you're asked to call police. And a man is facing charges of burglary and sexually assaulting a minor. Police say on April 24th, Eric Bacon entered the victim's apartment in Rockville. They say he sexually assaulted the juvenile, then left with stolen property. Bacon was arrested on the 26th. Now we are showing you his photo because police believe there could be more victims. They're asking anyone with information to give them a call.
In Virginia, Fairfax County Police are releasing the name of the man who died in a motorcycle crash in Newington. Officials say 32-year-old Cornell Pierce III died yesterday morning after crashing near the intersection of Rolling and Poick Roads. Detectives believe that a BMW may have been involved in the crash based on evidence found at the scene. They say they are also checking to see if speed or alcohol were factors. Happening today, D.C. families and teachers are rallying against budget cuts to early childhood programs.
That rally expected to start in just a few hours in front of the mayor's office. That is where we find our Yamarie Sase. So Yamarie, how is this rally going to impact families who have young children?
Yeah, good morning. Well, several daycare centers across the district will either be opening late or closing down completely today in honor of this rally, and it's also in honor of National Day Without Childcare. Now, they're rallying against a proposed 2025 budget here in the district that removes $300 million from early childhood education. That includes parents, teachers, and staff with DC Early Child Care with Communikids DC Center. Mayor Muriel Bowser's proposed 2025 budget not only includes that nearly $300 million cut to early childhood education, it also proposes to cut funding to the Pay Equity Fund, which ensures early childhood educators are paid almost the same as DC public school teachers. Advocates plan to rally at the Wilson Building once again for National Day Without Child Care this morning. To do so, many daycares are opening late or closing for the entire day. Organizers say this will be the largest National Day Without Childcare to date, with 26 different states participating. The goal? To spot the true cost of childcare and demand the funding needed for childcare systems to allow everyone to thrive. Here in the district, childcare providers like Big Mama's House and parents say cutting the budget will cause a lot of issues.
We'll lose our teachers because they have to go to other programs to find employment, salaries, benefit packages that will sustain their families.
The cost of living here in D.C., and I'm a native Washingtonian, it's high. It's high, unfortunately. And it's just, they just offer so much support, you know, and it's not fair.
Now, the rally is set to begin at 11 a.m. and hundreds of people are expected to be here. For now, reporting live in Northwest D.C., I'm Yamarie Sase, D.C. News Now.
Thank you, Yamarie. Mayor Bowser is expected to cut the ribbon on the Anacostia Safe Commercial Corridor hub today. This will be the second hub in the city as part of the mayor's plan to address public safety. The first location opened in Chinatown in February. The mayor's office says the Safe Commercial Corridor hubs support the community by connecting people in the city to city services, working across multiple government agencies, and responding to challenges in real time.
Time right now is 7:07. Demolition to remove part of Baltimore's Key Bridge is expected to begin today after yesterday's inclement weather postponed the scheduled work. Officials say crews have been preparing for weeks to use explosives to break down the steel structure of the bridge that collapsed. It is estimated to be 500 feet long, weighing up to 600 tons. That's over 1 million pounds. The detonation is reportedly going to take place tonight. Officials are also hoping to reopen the main channel by the end of the month. Virginia lawmakers are expected to meet today after agreeing to a new budget deal.
This comes more than 3 weeks after they decided to start the negotiation process over again. Now, if approved, the new budget would fund the state for 2 years starting on July 1st. It includes a 3% pay raise for teachers and state employees. However, the budget does not include a sales tax on digital goods like streaming services or require Virginia to rejoin the Greenhouse Gas Initiative. It also does not include language to legalize skill games.
The governor still has a skills games piece of legislation before him that he has not acted upon. And it's incumbent upon the governor to act upon that legislation. He has to make a decision on if he's going to veto it or he's going to pass the legislation. He has legislation before him.
Lawmakers are expected to return to Richmond to approve the new budget today. It then heads to the governor for signature. Happening now, hundreds of convenience stores in Virginia refusing to sell lottery tickets until lawmakers add skill game protections to the state budget. According to Virginia Lottery, stores sell more than $12 million of tickets each day. The agency says more than $4.6 billion worth of tickets were sold last fiscal year.
Ends up being a tax on the poor who can't afford it.
Don't have skill games, we might have to shut down the business. So if we shut down the business, the lottery is not going to have revenue.
The original skill game bill passed the General Assembly with bipartisan support. Governor Youngkin's proposal would ban skill games within 35 miles of casinos and also ban them within 2,500 feet of schools or religious buildings. The tax rate would also increase 35%.